Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a beautiful morning. Today we're gonna do a video that I kind of already did something quite similar earlier this year, but it was jewelry focused. So basically I did my very unrealistic, over-the-top, dreaming big jewelry wish list. I honestly had so much fun thinking about the pieces that I wanted to put on that video and also reading you guys in the comments with your pieces that you would dream of having. And under that video I got a few requests of filming the exact same video but handbag focused. So this is going to be my very unrealistic, super over-the-top handbag wish list. So we won't care about the price, we won't care about how hard to find it is, limited edition, or something that is not really available anymore. I'm just gonna talk about all of those bags that I just really love, and we're going to be 100% delusional about it. So yeah, this video is going to be just for fun. This is not my actual wish list. I will include a few things from my actual wish list into this video because of course there are things that I want, but my yearly wish lists tend to be a bit more curated, very well thought out. I just try to make sure to only include things that I know that I'm gonna love, that I've wanted for a really long time, so I'm sure that it's something that is worth it for me to save up and go and get it. So yeah, the process for me from wanting a bag to end up buying it is quite long. I try to not be impulsive. I don't always achieve it. So grab your coffee if it's the morning for you. If it's a little bit later, a glass of wine, maybe a snack, and let's sit down and chat about bags. So they're not gonna have any order in particular. I'm just gonna go into my Pinterest board and mention them as I see them, but I'm going to start with the Hermès Mini Birkin 20. I've only seen this bag in person 2 times, and both of these times were in Paris, and I was mesmerized by the bag. Absolutely stunning, and I'm sure that I would just love and use that bag so much, but it's so hard to find. I've actually only seen it in exotic leathers. Both of the bags were in brown, and I just could not stop thinking about them. And this is a bag mainly sold to VIPs. I actually have not even seen many on the resale market at all. It's also a fairly new release, but I love the Mini Kelly with all my heart, but I am more of a Birkin girl, so I just know that that bag would work out so well for me. I think it's so cute. I love mini bags. I honestly don't even know how much it goes for on the resale market, but because that's not really the point of the video, we don't care about the price here. We just know that we really want the bag. The Louis Vuitton Capucines BB in the Wicker. This is a bag that I think I would only get if money was no object, because I don't know if I find it to be worth the price point, but I think it's so beautiful, especially with the brown tan leather. I think as a summer bag is absolutely stunning. And also the Capucines has to be my favorite bag from Louis Vuitton. Funny enough, I don't have any Capucines in my collection, but that's because I really like the special ones that they release, the ones that are like colorful or limited edition that are very hard to find, and if you really want them and you don't get them offered at the store, you have to wait for a really long time, and maybe with some luck they're gonna pop up in the resale market. But so far, the ones that I've always really loved, I've never seen them appear for a reasonable price, and this one has to be one of them. I think this I would love and use it so much during the summer. I would absolutely go for the BB, and of course in this brown tan leather. This one I've been tempted to get. I was actually very close to getting it last year instead of my Birkin 25 in Vuitton, and it's the Birkin 25 in the Grizzly. It's basically a suede Birkin that the main body is in suede and the rest is in swift in this taupe color that is absolutely beautiful. The reason that I didn't go for it is because if I'm already so worried about the suede in my Bottega Veneta bags, I do baby them a lot and I'm trying to get used to being comfortable with them. I cannot imagine the fear I would live in of ruining that bag. And if I end up ruining that bag, I will be devastated. Not only because it's very hard to repair, if you can even repair it, but just because I think it's such a special bag, but I find it to be beautiful. I have seen it in person and it's just way prettier than in the pictures. I think it's stunning, but I am really based. I love any bags in suede. I love boots in suede, jackets in suede, anything in suede. I'm always going to be a really big fan of. So I actually saw this one available at Redolux a couple of times now, and every single time I've been really tempted, but I'm also trying to be self-aware and that I tend to be a little bit clumsy, and I don't want to get a bag that is gonna cause me anxiety because of fear of me dropping something or just touching it. And when it comes to leather, you can just wipe it off, but suede, not really. The next one is going to be from Chanel, and this one is from their fall winter 2025 runway. I did a whole review on that collection and I just fell in love with this bag that it's like a pearl necklace, but it's actually a bag. I do have the official name on my computer, and it's the Chanel Pearl Bead Minaudiere. I'm so sorry if I did not pronounce that correctly, but it's basically a necklace bag. I don't even know the price of this piece, but I asked my essay here in Barcelona that if he ever gets the bag, I really just want to go and try it on. I am realistic in the sense that I don't think that I would ever buy it because it's just like resin balls that resemble pearls. And the biggest pearl, that one is actually the bag. I'm not sure how big it is or how much is going to fit inside, but it does have this metal CC closure. So I don't know, I just think that the idea behind that bag is simply amazing. I think it's so smart. It's Chanel to a T. I adored the collection, and if I could simply get it, I know that I would definitely use that bag quite a lot because I think it's such a statement, but at the same time still wearable. I usually have the feeling with these collector's pieces that are quite like the birdcage or the popcorn and all of those. I've never really been that inclined into getting them, but this one, at least I want to try it on. This one I've talked about for quite a few years now, and it's the Hermès Mini Kelly in black box leather with gold hardware. I've actually put myself on the wish list for it because I love my Mini Kelly in Craie. I use it so much. It's one of my favorite and most used bags, and I just really love it, and I always keep thinking that I would love to own it also in black. The thing is that I just don't like Epsom leather. That's something that I've made my peace with, and I kind of need to accept it. I think I'm only going to get Epsom if it's the only option available for that specific color that I'm looking for, or maybe that bag style was only released in Epsom that year. That I would do, but if I have the option, I'm gonna go with any other leather, especially box, because box is my favorite leather. Thing is that they're really hard to come by. I also don't see them often on the resale market, and when I do, I always hesitate quite a lot. And the reason that I hesitate is because I have the Birkin 28, which is quite big for me, but it's in black box leather, and I adore that bag. It's vintage and the price was amazing. So I think that's stopping me a little bit from getting the Mini Kelly in black box because they're basically the same bag, very different size, but it does have quite a different purpose. But I think this one is something that eventually will happen. Either I get it offered at the store, and if not, one day I'll just get it on the resale market. This one I kind of remember it like if it was yesterday when they came out with this Chanel Vanity trunk box set of mini bags. Of course, I wanted it in the black, and I got to see it in person because usually they have them on display. So it's this beautiful trunk that just the trunk itself I love. I would get that any day, but inside you have like a little mirror, and it comes with a mini ratio, a mini boy bag, a mini classic flap, and a mini Gabrielle. This was part of the Métiers d'Art for 2023, and if I remember correctly, this was also something sold mainly to VIPs. I don't remember the price, but it was very much up there. The bags are super tiny. I think they're just micro bags, and you can fit maybe a credit card and a lipstick, but I think this just like represents Chanel as a brand, and I really love it. I couldn't do this video without really including that one. On that same note, I also want to include the crystal mini that I saw last year at the store. It was basically a bedazzled Chanel mini rectangle. It was black, and I think this would be so cute for nights out and just more formal things. I've been very much inclined into rare Chanel bags, and you're gonna see that during this video. I've talked about this bag quite a few times now. I just cannot get myself to get it because of the price point. However, I think it's beautiful, and I took a video of it. At the end of the day, I'm just a girl, and if it shines, if it sparkles, if it's pastels, or if it has crystals, I'm probably going to be sold on it. This one I'm gonna blame on my friend Niels. He loves Barenia leather from Hermès, and it got into my head that I would love a Birkin 30 in Barenia, especially in gold with gold hardware. It's just that Barenia is such a beautiful leather. It's this smooth buttery calfskin that is usually used for equestrian saddles, and of course the ultimate heritage leather. It's very hard to come by. It has like a matte finish with a slight glow. My favorite part of it is that it patinas in such a beautiful way, and all the marks and scratches ended up blending with the bag, and it just looks like a very rich leather. And I don't know how to explain it, but the older the bag and the most used, it starts to get more and more beautiful. And if I'm gonna get a Birkin 30, it's because I really want to use that bag, put my laptop in it, travel with it, use it on a daily basis. This is one that I don't know how I would even get, but it's just a combo that I would absolutely love for the 30. There's also also this seasonal bag from Chanel that I really liked from a spring summer collection of 2023. It was basically full of sequins and it had hearts and also little flowers, and it had pastel green and pastel pink. I'm gonna show you a picture. I just think that that bag is spring and summer in a bag itself. I think the design is so beautiful and so much fun. I think I would be able to style this one because I wear a lot of just plain white outfits during the summer. I think it would be kind of perfect and just something different. So I have been obsessed with pink. I would say it's been over a year that I've been considering getting this bag. So this is from my actual wish list. I'm actively trying to get my hands on it, and it's the Birkin 25 in Rose Sakura, which I think we all know that it's really hard to find. And I really want it to be in Swift leather because I just also really love Swift, and very specifically also in gold hardware. I'm also considering Mauve Pale, but I know that what I want in my heart is Rose Sakura. I've never seen the color in person. I've only really seen it on social media, but there's enough content about Hermès colors comparisons online, so I've seen enough, and I know that Rose Sakura is the one that I want the most, but Mauve Pale could be an option. And I don't know if it's just me, but I've always seen this bag as like the pink. I've been quite obsessed with it, and now I'm kind of convinced that I would really love it and use it a lot. So on this one, I am actively working towards getting it, so I am keeping my fingers crossed. But the thing with Rose Sakura is that the color is from 2014-15, so definitely have to go to the pre-love market to be able to get one. This Chanel 25, but I think with this one I would go for suede. I tried on the bigger size and I found it to be quite bulky, so I was not the biggest fan of it. I definitely would want it to be the smaller one, but this one I don't really know if it's going to work out, but because this is such a broad wish list, we don't really care. We're not going to overthink it, and honestly I think it's a really cute bag. I really like the fact that it has pockets on the sides, that it has like the drawstring and a really good shoulder strap. I've heard really good things about the bag, and I would love to just get to try it out. I would 100% get the Fendi Mama Baguette in the sequins. It's like in this powder suede with floral embroidery that has sequins on it, and it's so beautiful. I also saw it in green, I think, but the one that I like the most is this one that has like this beautiful neutral tan. This one I haven't really seen in person, but I don't think I need to know that I'm gonna like it. I was able to try the Mama Baguette, but the normal one in just the leather, and it was so slouchy. I love the fact that you can carry a bag as a clutch, you can use it as a shoulder bag. It also has a crossbody strap, and you can also do it as a wristlet or top handle. I also love the fact that it has a drawstring, so it's a really slouchy cute bag that I think that this one, under right circumstances, I would go for it for sure. I also remember this Louis Vuitton Capucines that was like from the Under the Water, if I remember correctly. It was like white and it had this blue and pink ocean themed. I'm gonna check online if I can find the official name of the bag. So it's from the spring summer 2023, and it's the Capucines BB Under the Sea edition with this shiny silver tone, and the leather is in this beautiful ivory, and I think that bag is just a piece of art. I love bags that look like this, and I think I've been really into them more and more lately. This one I've never really seen in person, only basically on Pinterest. So yeah, that's one of those bags that it's been on my pin board for my wish list every single year. I don't know if I would ever get it, but I can for sure appreciate that the bag is beautiful. I don't know if this one is a little bit too much, but I already have a Chanel Pearl Mini, which I adore with all my being. It's one of my favorite bags, but they came out with another pearl bag last year, or was it this year? I'm honestly not sure right now, but it was basically just this beigey, full of pearls mini. I was able to see the black version, so it was basically black pearls. I was not a fan. I never got to see the white one, but I saw it on the website, and I would be 100% down to adding another pearl bag for sure. Now this one, I'm going to leave the color open. I think I would love to have a Birkin in Sellier style, because all of my Birkins are in return. Well, for sure 25. And if we're just gonna pick colors, I think I'm between Vert Criquet and Blue Brume. I don't know which one would be cuter. Definitely gold hardware. I think Blue Celeste is also an amazing option, especially for a 25. The thing is that Sellier is usually Epsom, so yeah, I have not really thought very well about that one. I just would really like to try out the Birkin in Sellier. And if I'm gonna do it, I definitely want to go with one of those beautiful colors. Ooh, speaking of Chanel classic flaps from past collections, there was this striped one. It was canvas and it was blue and white stripes, and I think this bag is very me. I think what I use the most during spring and summer is light blue and white, and this bag, it's simply stunning. It's from the spring summer of 2023, but it's from the pre-collection, and it's a cotton linen canvas, so it's a bag that's going to be a bit delicate, but I think it's so unique and so pretty. When it comes to summer bags, I think this would be the classic flap to have, and I also really like the fact that it has a nautical theme. Now venturing into other brands, Savet has this bag that I saw in this like light blue suede, and it's called the Symmetry Pochette. I definitely wanted to include that one because I think it's very beautiful. I also think the smaller bags definitely have a lot of versatility in terms of the instances that you can use them, so it can be definitely a night out bag, but also like quick errands, fits enough. I love the suede, but I also love the shape of the bag so much. I would also love to add the cargo picoton in black. Every time that I've seen it, I've thought that it's actually quite pretty, and I don't like cargo bags, but for some reason this one is the exception, so I don't see why not include it on this video. From Bottega Veneta last year, I went into the store and I saw this baby yellow Andiamo bag. I think it was in the smallest size, and it had this like dragon scales basically. It was called the Andiamo scales bag actually. I saw it, I tried it on, and I realized that it was not the smartest purchase, but I definitely fell in love with it. This one is also on my wish list, but I know the chances of finding literally what I'm looking for are really low, so it's more like if it happens, fantastic, and if it doesn't happen, that's fine. And it's a Birkin 25 in Rouge H, but I want it in box leather. It's like this deep burgundy wine color, and the box makes it look just so beautiful. The thing is that you most likely find Rouge H in Epsom leather, and I really don't want to get it in Epsom. I don't know, I'm just adamant that I'm not gonna do that one in Epsom because I've seen some vintage bags in box in Rouge H, and it's the most beautiful red. I think it's such an elegant bag. I know that I've added so many Birkin 25s to this video. I definitely don't want to be repetitive, but it's literally my favorite bag, and these videos were fun. Again, if it was up to me, I think I would just add every single color under the rainbow on the 25 size. But yeah, it's the bag that I use the most, so it kind of makes sense if I would wanted to add in different colors and leathers. In a very similar color, I also really love the flamenco clutch in the XL size from Loewe. It's not the same color. This one is more like a dark cherry, I would say, and it's such a slouchy bag, and I really love that Loewe has such beautiful leathers that are so soft and so comfortable to use. And yeah, I've seen this bag a few times. I always think about it, I just don't end up getting it ever, but I really love it. And the last bag is going to be from Celine, and it's the 16 bag in this beautiful natural leather. I think this one is one that I would definitely do. The only thing is that I don't know if I'm gonna use it enough. The one thing that stops me from this bag is that it has a division on the inside, so this means that any bigger item that I want to put in is just not going to fit. So sometimes I want to take my camera with me or just bigger items, and this bag would not allow it because it has the division. So if it didn't have the division, I would already had it. I would have already gone and tried it out because I think the price is actually quite good. And I also really love that natural leather too because it scratches, it patinas. I really love that. So these were the bags that I basically had in my Pinterest board. They're just pretty bags that I've always really liked, that I'm not really attempting to get, but I think they're worth mentioning. Again, a few of them are actually from my wishlist, but I would love to know which ones are in yours. Let's discuss in the comments about dream bags, and maybe if you have any of the ones that I mentioned, let me know how you like them, or if they're maybe not worth it so I could just let them go. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you two right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.